And I love that song. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV Live. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to Monday. Look, I got to start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. It's just ours. It's mine. Also, I must say that the music that's played on Dope Living TV Live, we do not own the copyrights to any of this music, all right? So having said that, man, thank you guys for tuning in, number one, okay? This is Black History Month, and we are definitely talking about Black history. Now, before I said that Black history is not just about Malcolm X and Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass and Martin Luther King, it's about people that are, we must give homage to those people who have paved the way for us. It's about people who are walking that pavement right now, you know, and what I want to do today is mention some of those people that I know that are walking that path to greatness, that are living their best life. How do we live this best life in this era of racism and social injustice towards black people? What do? We continue to prosper. We continue to do our thing. We continue to make sure that we are living our best lives, number one, and making Black history. So I wanted to mention right off the bat, my guy, this guy, he's doing a television show. Actually, it's called That's Why I'm Here. And what this show does is it lets people who have gone through things, gone from the bottom and climbing back to the top. It lets people know it shows people their struggle and what they've done to get to where they're at. And it emphasizes why they are here. They tell their stories, and it's hosted by a great friend of mine. His name is Jamie McGrone. This guy he's one of the most engaging people I know as far as doing a talk show and capturing the people's attention. So shout out to my guy Jamie McGrone. You all, when you get an opportunity, check out his show. That's Why I'm Here. Go to Jamie McGrone's Facebook page, and you can find out the details on everything. Believe he has a YouTube page as well. You can find out the details, but that's how you create Black history. That's what he does. All right. And as he's doing that through this era of social injustice, through this era of racial injustice, we have to, and I'm sorry, you guys know that I'm always doing some extra stuff here. All right. We have to always continue to be our best selves. So again, man, shout out to my guy, Jamie McGrone. Shout out to my guy, Frank Summers. What's going on, Frank Summers? You know, he's gone through a lot of health issues and this and that, but Black history, okay? He is okay, and he's doing what he has to do in order to keep himself complete, in order to make himself whole, all right? And that's what we have to do. And we have to celebrate each other. We have to support one another. We have to, if someone's doing something, let's bring them up. Let's support them, because the more that we support each other, the more our voices will be heard, not just as an individual, but as a people. So let's continue to lift each other up. So I got a couple of things now. I love children. I love to hear them, especially when they are so articulate, so smart. It's so cute and funny to hear them talk about things. These children that I'm getting ready to play a video. I got to find my remote. Anyway, I'm getting ready to play a video. This video is courtesy of, and I'd like to thank Channel 7 in Chicago, ABC in Chicago, for allowing us to do this. And again, please recognize the people that are making history now. You know, it's great that we recognize the people that have paved the way, but let's recognize the people now that are making history. Tom Morris, what's going on with you? What's going on with you, brother? That's my brother right there. Great music. He is making history as well. All right. Great music. And we definitely are going to be playing more of his music. Matter of fact, we're going to get him on here sometime real soon just to talk about his journey and his music. He is Black history as well. All right. Let me play this video from this young lady, though. Again, let me thank ABC Channel 7 in Chicago for this video. And you all get to this. This is a 3-year-old reciting a poem I forgot who it's from, but she's reciting the poem. She probably recites it better than any of us. All right, y'all check this out. We'll be right back. DopelivenTV Live.
All right, go on there. Oh, her dramatic walk to the microphone.
Hey, Black Child by County Color. Hey, Black Child, do you know who you are? Who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey, Black Child, do you know where you're going? Where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey, Black Child, do you know you are strong? I mean really strong? Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey, Black Child, be what you can be, learn what you must learn, do what you can do, and tomorrow your nation will be what you want it to be.
Nice job. Good job, Peyton. High five. High five. Good job. Great.
Come on, man. Come on. I want to clap too. I want to clap too. 3 years old. Hey, what's going on, Stefan Perrier? Let's celebrate that brother as well, okay? Stefan, I used to work with this guy. Fantastic individual. This man, living his best life. He created a business for himself. He has limos, stretch cars, stretch trucks, and he provides a service to everybody who needs that type of a service, you know, for proms, for special occasions. And he started from the bottom. You know, he didn't, it's not like somebody gave him all of these. He went, bought these, saw the need, started doing stuff for people, friends. It got bigger and bigger. So, hey, man, shout out to that brother who's living his best life, Stefan Perrier, living his best life, making things happen. All right. How about that little girl, though? 3 years old, and she can recite that poem. Countee Cullen, she said. She can recite that poem. That is amazing. You know, shout out to her parents as well for teaching her the right way. This is Black history, everybody. This is how we continue to shine, just as those our forefathers did. Okay, they laid the path for us. We got to walk it. Okay, she's going to lead us. Oh man, it's remarkable. Shout out to my guy Rashawn Lyles. All right, he also works with the show That's Why I'm Here with Jamie McGraw, and Rashawn is a photographer as well. So a lot of people don't know that Rashawn used to be actually in a music group that was signed and was out there doing their thing. All right, so that's my guy right there. Frank says she was great, and yeah, man, I am on. That's right, Ty Morris, no doubt, no doubt. Let's shout that brother out as well, Rashawn Lyles. All right, and you're going to be hearing a lot more from him, from Jamie McGraw, as that show progresses and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And you know, some people say sometimes you don't have to give everybody their props, especially if they're doing the same thing that you're doing. All right, you know, there's plenty of room for everybody, and everybody has a difference of opinion. Everybody has a different opinion to show. So there's no animosity, there's no hatred, there's none of that stuff, okay? Because as one grows, the other grows. All right, we ride for each other. You know what does Will Smith and Martin Lawrence say in the movie? You know, we ride together, we die together, bad boys for life. All right, it is what it is. All right, everybody has something within them that they have to get out, all right, in order to create your history, in order to create your greatness. And definitely want to support that. I want to support every single person who's doing their thing. All right. There's another brother who actually used to work with me on my show, 925 Music Videos. Ben Cherry. This gentleman, he was a camera. Well, actually, he came in at the age of 17, I think, and wanted to just watch the show and see how it was. You know, he came into the studio and he sat down, watched at that time, my business partner do what he does best, which was those boards and editing. He learned that. Didn't go to school for it. Didn't have any formal training in it, but he learned it. He watched and learned. Came every week and started coming. We made him a part of the team, and he owns his own business now, and he's also an inventor. He created, and I had it. It's probably over there. I can't reach it, but the Buddy Key. You all go to www.buddykey.com. He created an instrument where, in this COVID area that we're in, you put it in your finger. There's a hole that you can put your finger in it, and you can type with it. You can open doors with it without touching anything. So shout out to that brother as well. This is how we do this. We create. We make things happen. That's called Black history. All right. So I got another one here I want to play, and I'm hoping that I got a special guest that I've talked to earlier. Hoping this guest comes on. I want to play this other video by a group of kids who's saying, "What is Black History Month really about? What is it really to them?" So let's listen to this, and we will definitely be back on DopelivenTV.
What is Black History Month anyway?
Is it a month or a program or pictures on pages? Art on walls or speeches on stages? What is Black History Month anyway? Is it verbal tributes and heartfelt appreciation to people who basically established this nation?
What is Black History Month anyway?
Is it another reason to eat, sing, or dance? Play music, go to functions, or sit on our hands?
What is Black History Month anyway?
It is a vision of a man who saw people making history every day. This lyrical, empirical, deliberate discourse is meant to educate, not alienate or isolate, merely explicate. This month is about a nation of people who had to work with less to get more. No keys to the lock, so we knocked down the door. This month is about a pause in time. In February to remember, many Januaries through December, to give respect and reflect on the sweet and the sour and the blatant disrespect. Oh yes, it is no secret that God has brought us from a mighty long way. With scrutinizing eyes, we must accurately analyze the day. Whether you believe it or not, in the new millennium, racism is still very real. If you never experienced it, you don't know how it feels. To walk in a store and no one offers their assistance, living in a new day, but still old resistance. Contracts minimized, movements analyzed, involvement somebody had to strategize. But we've got hope, progression will materialize. We Shall Overcome is not just a song, sang by a fraternity of the downtrodden. It is a prophetic declaration that we can't let our forefathers' efforts spoil rotten. There's more to Black people than greens and fried chicken, marching and cotton picking. There's more to Black people than brims, Tims, and rims, sitting on porches and eating barbecue at Chicago's limbs. There's more to Black people than R&B and the blues, and even what you see on the news. Don't knock me until you try me. Speak to me when you walk by me. Our skin is just kissed by God's radiant sun, dark like chocolate but bleeding red like anyone. We're not maniacs or hypochondriacs. We're brainiacs, just brown like cognac.
What's Black History Month anyway?
It is a celebration of people who make history every day. When February is over, you must know. Everywhere you go, you will meet the mystery of Black history.
Frederick M. Jones invented the air conditioning unit. That's Black history. L.R. Johnson invented the folding bicycle frame. That's Black history. G.T. Sampson invented the clothes dryer. That's Black history. S.R. Scranton invented the curtain rod. That's Black history. Willie Johnson invented the egg beater. That's Black history. Alexander Miles invented the elevator. That's Black history. J.W. Winters invented the fire escape ladder. That's Black history. W.B. Purvis invented the fountain pen. I can write my name in cursive. That's Black history. Garrett Morgan invented the stoplight. That's Black history. Frederick M. Jones again invented the thermostat control. That's Black history. George Grant invented the golf tee. That's Black history. My grandpa loved to golf. Henry T. Sampson invented the cell phone. That's Black history. George Washington Carver invented peanut butter and a whole lot of other stuff. I love peanut butter. That's Black history. I'll get more, but you get my drift. What is Black History Month anyway? It is a celebration of people who make history every day.
Every day. I love that. Okay, everybody, welcome to the show, Gina Gasson.
That was awesome.
Man,
Every day.
Come on. This dude ran it down. He ran it down, all right?
Man, those are some smart kids.
This is what I'm talking about, though, okay? As we celebrate Black History Month, we must also understand that there is still celebrations, there's still history to be made. And those kids are going to be some history makers, all right? And every day somebody's doing something different to accentuate their Blackness and to live their best life, okay? And that is what we do. You know, that's what we do. Despite the racism that's going on and this and that, we have to find some way to complete ourselves. And the only way that we can do that, number one, is to stand together. And number two is to teach the children, teach them. And these,
Right.
you know, shout out to their moms and dads. You know, they did a great job. They did
Great
a great job. What's going on, Gina? How's your day?
Oh, it's pretty good. Glad I'm not out there. And I was thinking about you. I'm like, I hope he's not traveling back and forth today because, whoo, it is bad out there.
I ain't gonna lie. I started, but then I got caught up. Flights got canceled, and then I got stuck. So I'm good though. We all good.
Good.
All good.
Good.
You missed the little 3-year-old, didn't you?
I did. I just got in when the little girl with the cute little hair, she was talking. And so I didn't see the very beginning, but what I did see made me smile.
Okay, but you got to see the little girl, the 3-year-old.
Oh, I didn't see the 3-year-old.
Yeah, because this is Black history, okay? I must play the 3-year-old again. I started to delete that video, but
Ooh, I'm glad you didn't.
I didn't. You know, we already got our own little kid that we close the show out with every day, but you gotta hear this, all right? Y'all bear with me, okay? I'm gonna play this one more time. Shout out to everybody who's watching and everybody who's living their best life, making history happen. Y'all check this out.
All right, go on there. Oh, her dramatic walk to the microphone.
Hey, Black Child by County Color. Hey, Black Child, do you know who you are? Who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey, Black Child, do you know where you're going? Where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey, Black Child, do you know you are strong? I mean really strong? Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey, Black Child, be what you can be, learn what you must learn, do what you can do, and tomorrow your nation will be what you want it to be.
Nice job.
Come on, man.
Man, that little girl, what? Wow.
She is 3 years old. 3 years old.
Wow. And you know what? She didn't use a teleprompter. She knew what she was saying. And she said it's so strong. Man, she could do some public speaking.
I'm saying, and I wouldn't, you know, like I said, I probably couldn't even do that. Seriously. Remember that she is 6 years old. Okay. And this is what
3.
I mean, 3. This is what
Three.
you know, she's going to be great. Okay. If she stays on the path,
Wow.
everybody say hello to Ludine.
Hey, Ludine.
It's going to be, and this is what I'm talking about, empowering ourselves. So as her, as she does things like that, okay, because she's been on other circuits too. She's actually making the circuit now. Hopefully, mom and dad instills in her that she is powerful. You know, she was
Wow.
beautiful. This is going to be a great week. All of that stuff, you know. And I'm telling you, Ty Morris says it's amazing. Okay, that's my guy Ty Morris. Okay, creating.
Yes.
I'm so enamored over this Black History Month because you know, as I go and I try to prepare for the show, and I see these different videos, and I'm like, I gotta play it. I have to play this because this is great. And most of the ones I play are from young people who have never even lived through that. Okay, but they feel that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the young man was talking. You know, he knew all of these inventors, and the young girl who led into it was saying, well, you know, these are things when summer's coming up. You know, these are things that you're going to see. And old boy just snapped them off. You know, the air condition, the wash,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the stoplight, all of that. He just went through all of that.
He knew all of that.
That's
But
amazing.
you know what? I have to give props to their parents
Absolutely.
because you don't. I'm telling you, it angers me when I hear little kids singing rap songs, knowing it word for word, and they don't know their Black history. They don't know their ABCs.
Yeah.
They don't know how to read. They don't know how to spell their name. But you can sing a rap song from beginning to end, and I just it just angers me. And we need to get our kids' minds in the right place and in the right direction. Rap is not it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry, it just doesn't make sense. You know, that you got to educate, you have to educate our kids. Like, and yeah, they're supposed to do it in school, but you have a responsibility at home too.
But you know, you got to also on the other side of that is to be a rapper, you got to understand how to conjugate a verb, how to put sentences together, and all of that stuff. These guys are memorizing those songs, but they couldn't do it themselves. You know, they can do other people's, but they can't do it themselves. All right, and that's the sad part about it is that, you know, learn it, because at the end of the day, okay, maybe they can do it themselves, but you don't know the business. Learn the business. All right,
Right.
you'll be great. You know, you are not going to be great just mimicking somebody or thinking that you can put a video out there and it's done. Okay, believe me, all of these guys that are out there, I don't care who it is, even the most hoodiest, the most hood guy out there, believe me, once he saw that this could be taken somewhere else, he studied, he learned. Now there are some that don't learn, and that's why they wind up in jail. They wind up with these, you know, doing things that are going to be counterproductive to the movement that they could actually really do. So, you know, I'm celebrating people who are just living their best lives through this racism, through this social injustice, police brutality, but we continue to do our things. And I mentioned earlier a couple of people. There's a guy named Jamie McGrone and his guy that's working with him, Sean Lyles.
I know Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie's doing a show called That's Why I'm Here. That show, it doesn't do anything else. It's going to inspire people and encourage people to live their best lives. All right. It is a show that's he invites people on there and they tell you their rags to riches story. Okay. And not necessarily rich is rich, okay, but how they overcame. All right.
How they overcame.
And I think that is fantastic. And he's just letting everyday people come up there and tell their story. There's celebrities up there all the time and this and that. Okay, not saying that he won't have celebrities up there or hasn't had them. I'm just saying he's letting the everyday people get it out. What they've gone through.
Yeah, him and I talked about my story for a little while before this pandemic. I was actually going to go and be not a guest, but be in the audience. But the pandemic hit, and I know he had shut down his show for a minute. I'm not sure if he's back to doing it face to face. I'm not sure, but he's that's another platform where he's highlighting people and giving them a place to get their thoughts and their feelings out there. So he's doing a great job too. I wish he would come on the show, because he could tell you more about, it's more in depth than what we're saying right here. It's really more in depth than that.
Get him on here. You know, I actually inboxed him before the show and just told him, just so he knows, I wanted to celebrate him, and give him his props. It's so often that we want to celebrate everybody when they're gone. All right. But these people are making history, and they're making history now.
Right.
And I just got to make sure that everybody gets their props. I can't name everybody. I don't know everybody to give them their props, but this show is about making sure that everybody knows, even though we don't mention your name, we're mentioning you when we say making yourselves great, living your best life, Black history. Now, there's some white people that listen to the show, that look at the show, friends of mine, and they're like, well, Greg, you're saying Black history, okay, but we're creating history as well. You are creating history as well. I'm not doubting that for a second, okay, but this month is celebrating the historical achievements of Black people, all right? And what I want to do is make sure that the people that are doing Black history past what they left us with are celebrated as well.
But you also have to remind everyone that this is not just about celebrating Blacks every day.
Right.
This is about celebrating entrepreneurs every single day of the year, 365. And if you're an entrepreneur, no matter what your business is, this is a platform for you to get out here and talk about it, even get some tips. I've learned some things from different people coming on the show. So it's a good platform to come on and showcase yourselves and put your business out there. So, you take advantage of it. Like I tell people, and I say it all the time, every platform that you are invited on or that you showcase on is another way to get your product and yourself out there, no matter how big or how small.
Absolutely. I'm actually talking to the guest that I want to come on here right now. And I don't want to mention it because he may not be able to come on. But got a special guest, man, that's actually done a lot of stuff. Sound real retarded, don't I? I guess he's done a lot of stuff. I don't want to say too much. He might not be able to come on. But we got some great things coming up. Seriously, been talking to a lot of people, trying to get some input on different things, and we're going to come on here and say some things. Some people you may know, some people you may not know, but believe me, it's going to be fun. All right, and I can name a couple of them. I ain't gonna name nobody because they may not show up. Everybody has things.
Let's just talk to the people who are here, because they're here and they're here for a reason.
They're here for.
So
they're here to see.
We'll put our focus there, and this is not all about February. This is not all. We continue to talk about goodness, Black, white, indifferent, every single day. So it doesn't stop. It won't stop with February. We will continue to highlight Black artists, Black musicians, Black authors, Black producers, no matter what color, what race or creed. We don't discriminate at all. Come on here. Tell us what you do. Look how many people have came on the show and they have fans now. They have fans. They have people that are buying their music. They have people that are reading their books, watching their comedian acts.
Right. I don't even have fans, y'all. And I've been in the business for 20 something.
I have fans.
I ain't got no fans. I wish I had fans.
I appreciate my fans.
Y'all get fans to y'all fans for the curse lady, and y'all even fans.
You said a curse lady.
Curse lady.
Oh.
You know what? I'm not doing it for the fans. I'm doing it just to try to help, just to try to make sure people got things. Now, Ty Morris, he played some great music last week, okay, for us, all right? But Ty, this ain't the music day. He's sending me music. I got 3 more from him, okay? Definitely going to showcase.
We'll hear Thursday and Friday.
Definitely gonna showcase you, brother, Thursday.
Oh, definitely. That music was hitting.
Oh yeah.
That music was, man, we had such a great day on Friday. We had such good music. It just got me prepared for the weekend.
Exactly. Say what's up to my little brother Carl Ramsey. What's going on, bro?
Hi, Carl.
That's my man. He does some music, y'all. Y'all, when he tags y'all to do some music, to play some records, man. Music. I'm sorry. Listen to him. He's doing his thing. Frank Summers said, Greg, you know, you got plenty of fans. Man, I got like the little one that spreads out like that, and I can do that with. You know, I got the electric fans. I got all of that. Everybody say what's up to Chris Mills.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
What's good, man? What's good, man?
Oh, chilling, fam.
That's what's up. What's up? Everything's good, Carl Ramsey. Hey, man, we shouting out everybody, man. So I must shout my brother out too, okay? But I'm not going to tell you business this time, see? But I'm going to shout you out. Chris doing some things, making Black history, okay? Y'all continue to support
people like that.
Continue to support making Black history. You on the show, you're making Black history. Matter of fact, just made history. You wasn't here last week, okay? So you're here today, okay? Black history. Black history. I'm just telling like it is. And somebody even inboxed me, don't you get mad when they don't show up? No, because I know they creating Black history. They doing their thing, okay? This.
Hey, the show is gonna go on regardless.
If I you gotta let me know off air who said that.
This show goes on regardless.
Oh, yeah,
you're gonna see this show daily, Monday through Friday, from 7 p.m. to whenever.
I'll tell you later. It's not a hater. It's just somebody who not a hater. Anyway,
it's a hater.
Sneaky. He'll look sneaky. He look tired, is what he do, man. I know. I look, Chris. Hey, man, I haven't been on Clubhouse in a minute.
I only go on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
I haven't been on in a minute.
And every morning. Also,
I haven't even popped on
because I do the Coffee with Kinfolk spiritual early in the morning, 5:30 my time.
Speak on it.
Get my day started. Tuesday and Thursday. Oh no, it's worth it.
Wait a minute, Chris, you said that's early.
I can believe it.
Gina,
it's worth it.
Gina, work starts at 4 a.m. All right. Sometimes.
Well, you know what? The day ends for me about 2-3 in the morning. So for the start,
we start.
Yeah. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I do the 265 media.
Right.
And Wednesday, I'll be in a room with Corrupt, DJ Quick, Kid Frost, the Chill from Compton's Most Wanted to do the Corrupt and Chill show. So we just be at that mug reminiscing.
Corrupt. What's Corrupt up to?
Actually, him and DJ Quick about to come out with a new album, and they working on dog. Him and Dad's working on dog food too.
That's history. Them guys been in the game over 20 years.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
They be talking history. I'm thinking about doing. I got a email of unreleased Death Row songs.
Hey man, look, get Corrupt on here. I'm starting to reach some of my people, man. See if Corrupt will come through.
Most definitely. You know, he live here in Vegas now, so. I might. We'll talk about it off there because I don't like, you know me. I don't like the name drop. I'll just wait till we off there.
And you stop me from doing that too, okay? Because you know I'm itching to do some name dropping. Yeah. I only shared it with y'all guys. All right. Carl Ramsey wants to ask you, Gina, what do you do with a fatal Valentine?
Oh wow. A fatal, it depends on how fatal they are. Some of them you can ignore because I still have a stalker. It's on like 2 years now, but it's not the type where I'm afraid that he's gonna do something to harm me or anything. He just, you know,
just tired of the window, right?
Big bro ain't knocked him out yet. He
doesn't come around like that. He remembers my birthday. I'll get something on my birthday. I'll get something every holiday, you know, through text message or something like that. But he used to drive past my house.
I do that with
He used to drive past my house, but he doesn't do that anymore because Robert's here. I don't think he want to mess with him.
Wait a minute, you call that?
Yeah, I don't do that part, but like, I mean, like birthdays, you know what I'm saying? I text them happy birthday. Texts, I mean, it ain't nothing serious. They do it for me. It ain't nothing. That ain't nothing too serious.
Yeah.
Now, they do.
That's why I said to Carl, it depends on how fatal. Like if they're coming to your house or threatening, you know that sometimes you have to do things like put a restraining order. It depends on how deep they're going or how you feel. If you feel that they may do some harm.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, when it comes to that, you know, I only had a handful of actual girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? So I remember their birthdays, but other than that, it's pretty much as long as they don't get to no weird place like I miss you and all that stuff. As long as I don't go
but this was weird until Robert came around because he did used to, like, he would call me up and say, "Hey, I see you're taking your granddaughter to school," and I never saw him pass my house.
Yeah, you got to check that.
I never saw him. It wasn't like, you know, I saw him pass. I'm like, how do you know that?
You got to check that.
But like I said, he stopped doing those type of things when, you know, Robert came into the scene. But I still get text messages and things like that.
So, Carl,
Hey, G, can I ask you a question from last week? Because I wasn't here last week. Did y'all do the Black History announcement last week that McDonald's is bringing back high C orange?
Orange? Did you do that, man?
What is black about that?
That's Black History. That's the only reason I went to McDonald's. That's the only reason Black people go to McDonald's.
Hey, man, look, that's been
about that.
Gina, that's been on the news.
Now, if you would have said Fanta or what's the other, vanilla cream?
That is Fanta. Fanta orange.
High C orange.
Oh, high C.
Yes, that is the black equivalent to Fanta, to all of that.
Or Kool-Aid.
It sales went down when they got rid of high C orange.
Well, I'm not going there for high C orange.
You talk that up, bro.
That's the only reason I go there. I don't eat their food. They food.
What you do? Send a letter to corporate, Chris?
You know he did.
Every day. I send one every week.
No, it did.
A scheduled repeat email every week.
That's crazy.
You know what, Carl? It's time to just ignore that person. Like I said, I had to ignore because and a lot of my friends said put him on block his number, but to me, it's better if I see what he's doing than not know what he's doing or know that he stopped. You know what I'm saying? So
see what he's doing, Gina. You telling him it's cool.
No, I don't think so. I think you're telling him it's cool if you respond.
Well, let me ask you this, Gina. Have you told him to stop texting you, stop calling you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he still does it?
Oh, yeah. I get every now and then, like at least once every 3 months, I get, have you got married yet?
You know, I'm
wondering if when I get married, if he'll stop altogether.
I get those, Chris. That's why I tell everybody, man, I got somebody. I'm good. But that don't work. Yes. That don't work though.
Yeah.
I tell them to send me your resume. You got to be qualified for me.
Chris, they tried to send you a picture resume. You didn't take it.
They tried to send a video resume. That ain't worth it. That ain't worth it.
Hey, that's Black history.
I can get that anytime.
That's Black history. I know, man. That's the thing. Why do Gina answer this one? Yeah, Gina, you the resident woman on
I'm speaking for all women.
Why do
guys do that? But guys do that crazy stuff too.
I don't know. I don't. But why do y'all think that?
I don't either.
Why do y'all think that's gonna solve everything? That's gonna get you. That's gonna make you just because it's not like it got a 80-inch television in it or you know a new set of rims or something on there. It's just it's the same.
What's gonna get you? A car?
No.
What?
Videos. Nudity. All that other stuff. And that's what I try to get people to understand. Like even the ones that do it on the internet, you know, that shit don't never go away.
Right?
one day your kids, grandkids.
Because you know why a lot of women think that is because it's glorified on television and everything, social media, and that's what's selling. It's selling music, it's selling movies. That's what's selling. And so women think that that's what men want because that's what they're viewing on a regular basis. A lot of women think that they got gold on theirs, and if one time they're gonna get them.
That's what I said. We got a TV.
I'm about to start doing seminars, dog. These women need to know what we want. We need to start doing seminars.
Yeah, let's do them.
You know what? You know what? Even the ones that get the guy like that, they don't want them, but they don't realize that. They think that
they get them and can't keep them
because they're getting them in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand why they think that if they get a man in the bed one time, they're gonna get him hooked. Like it's like I'm gonna get him hooked, and it's not gonna happen like that.
See, back in the day,
and so that's when they get to be like the one that Carl is running from. They get fatal because they feel that they have that expectation in their mind, and when it doesn't work, they go crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to realize too. It's a lot of people that's like the movie with Taraji P, an old boy in it. The movie like Beyonce was in. You know what I'm saying? Some of them feel like they gave their all. Well, I don't know if that's the situation, but they feel like they gave their all and got played. So, I mean, it happens like that sometimes. But, I mean, like I said, I don't know the whole situation on Carl's situation. But it's fatal, bro. Get you some Cane Corso dogs, some pistols, and a couple bodyguards.
At some point, you got to let it go.
They need to protect the cash.
Yeah, and you know what? I have to say, don't condone it because, like you asked me, Chris, have I ever told him to stop texting? Yes, I've done that. I've done it. When I broke it off with him, I told him, we just weren't compatible. Like he was used to women falling over him because he makes so much money and he got so much, and I think that I'm just assuming that I was probably the first female that he ran across that didn't just fall down because of that, because of what he had. And I think it was more rejection than anything, so he just couldn't accept the fact that a woman told him that to get lost and he got all his money and he got all these things, but I'm not a materialistic person. Things are not going to move me. It's just not. I got my own things.
Right.
And so he couldn't accept that. And I don't even think it was love or anything like that. I think it was just pure rejection.
I mean, sometimes, men can't handle rejection. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. Men can't handle rejection. I
mean, you're right, but I'm going to tell you, man, I guess I must have been in this game too long and gotten things my way too long because stuff like that don't even bother me.
But it's like this. It's like this sometimes, big bro. Like I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? You always get what you want.
Right.
But sometimes it be that one or that two and be like, nah, what else can you offer? You know what I'm saying? And you stuck in a situation because you're basically you're repeating the same cycle that you did from female to female. That's why I had to become single and stay single since 2012 to find myself. I can know what's really.
Somebody ain't listening to what you just said.
I've been single since 2012.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the other parts.
Oh, I ain't worried about that.
I am.
Why are you worried about it?
Dude, you look, you already know what I'm working with.
I mean, I get it.
On that side.
Right.
Crazy.
It's just situations, bro. Lessons. That's all it is.
True that.
But you know what? Relationships are teaching lessons too. You have to learn from each one. Each relationship you should learn from. And if you're taking the same things into each relationship that you go into, they're going to have the same results.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't.
And that's what we have to get out of. I mean, and that's not just in relationships, that's in life. We gotta break the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have to do, because we're continuing to spiral down those same cycles. Like I said, I watched Judas and the Black Messiah. I watched that 21 times.
I watched that last week.
I watched it 21 times because I didn't know that when I found out that he was assassinated at 21, he was doing all that at the age of 21. People don't understand, like they didn't even have her in the movie, but that Feed the Children program was a program that Shaka Khan came up with.
Mm-hmm.
When she was, 16, 17, around that age. She was one of the ones, Yvette, I forgot what her last name is. Her original last name before it.
Moyo.
Huh?
Yvette Moyo, Moyo.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's something like that. But yeah, she's one of the ones that started that whole feed the children for free movement that they had in Chicago.
Mm.
Yeah, I think, and you know what, and that's some Black history too, man. And shout out, what's going on, Pat Dorflin? That's our little brother right there. That's our little brother right there. But you know, I want to shout them out too as well, because we're shouting out people too, man. Kofi and Yvette Moyo. Kofi started Black Men Cook out in Chicago. All right, and along with his wife. And man, they turned it into something really huge, man. And that, you know, they made Black history by doing that. Okay, a bunch of men cooking. Didn't nobody see that before, man, until they brought it out real strong. Okay, so shout out to Kofi and Yvette Moyo, Black Men Cook.
Yeah,
it's a nice event, man. I think the COVID is probably going to deflate it a lot, because you know it took a lot of money to do that every year, and this year they didn't get that money. And the COVID last year. So, you know, hopefully, I mean, it'll come back real strong. But, you know, that's Black history, man. That's how we do it. We are creating Black history daily. All right. What Chris just talked about. That movie actually is Black history, about the Black Panthers and all of that. Okay. I haven't seen it yet. So what is it on? Is it HBO?
No, it wasn't HBO. I think we watched it. It wasn't Netflix either. I can't even remember the channel that we watched it on, but it wasn't Netflix, or you know what? It was HBO Max.
It was HBO Max?
Yep. Yeah.
Cool. I got another video I want to show y'all, man, real quick. And I was hoping my other guests would come on here. There's another Black historian right here. Y'all say what's up to Jocelyn Kelly.
Hey, Jocelyn. I love the hair.
It's all over the place.
It's cute.
But I'm going to play this real quick. Get Chris back on here. Why do we still need Black History Month? All right, y'all check this out real quick. It's a short one.
Why do we still need Black History Month?
Even though that's a large part of our culture, there's more to us than just slavery.
Because there are so many things that Black Americans have accomplished and things that we have done that a lot of people still need to learn about, because
we think that Black is power and that people deserve to know that Black people basically built the foundation of America.
And because racism definitely still exists in this world.
Especially in the context of a school like West High, which is situated in a predominantly white, affluent suburb, we kind of have been ignorant of these things.
Because people still think saying the N-word is okay. Doesn't matter if you're white, Black, Hispanic, or whatever your race or nationality is, not okay regardless.
We still need Black History Month because our skin color, brown, is more than just a color.
Because Black is beautiful.
Black history is needed because it's America's history and it's world history.
People are ignorant of Black culture as a whole.
And it's just not about the history of the past, but to this day, history is still being made. And it's important that we all understand our background.
There's lots of things that a lot of people wouldn't consider white privilege per se, but very much are.
I think it's important that we learn about the heritage of our African American friends and colleagues.
We have accomplishments, achievements, and we deserve to be heard and recognized.
And it's not said enough in our history classes.
Melanin, it should be associated with a lot of more greater things than what people want to, associate it with.
What happens to a Michael Brown or a Freddie Gray or an Eric Gardner not being isolated incidents so much as they are microcosms of kind of broader systematic forms of oppression.
But also as an educator, I feel like many things are taught from the white perspective, and that it's important for us to see through the lens of people of color and to understand their perspective.
And we also still need Black History Month to show people how to celebrate our culture instead of appropriating it.
Did they say West Side?
I didn't hear you.
Was that West Side High?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard one of them say West Side.
Say West High.
Oh, okay.
West High. But you see how unprovoked, not prodded. These kids do know. They understand, all right? Do they fully understand? I don't think so. But I think they get the gist of it. And from that way, if we keep pushing the platform of being historic, living our best lives, and cutting past the bullshit, and letting them know that, yes, we are great. We are the reason why this country is like it is, all right? But we don't get enough credit for it. We keep pushing that envelope, okay? They will get it, and they will walk that path that they have laid forth, the forefathers have laid for us, in my opinion. Nice glasses, Jocelyn.
As usual.
Go ahead. Finish the truth. No, but that's what we're doing, though. And you again, Black history. You are Black history. You're making Black history, and believe me, understand. Anybody that's from my hometown, Gary, Indiana, all you're gonna be hearing about now. Somebody had put up a thing with Richard Hatcher, Fred Williamson, Denise Williams, William Marshall.
I saw that.
Yeah, but see, my thing is this. Yes, all of them came from Gary, and they made history, okay? But my thing is this, and we a lot of people, I'm not going to say everybody, a lot of people get stuck on the fact of the word history, okay? And the connotation that it means things that have already happened, okay? History is to be made as well, all right, still. And it's not just from people that have died, these people, they made history by creating a legacy for themselves. Those were, a lot of them were actors and politicians and this and that. They didn't do too much of anything to me. Maybe the mayor Hatcher, but they didn't do what Martin Luther King and those guys were doing to empower what we were doing. They just made movies. You feel me? They did their things, all right, but they're not creating history. Like this young man right here. Everybody say what's up to Darion Williams.
What's up, Darion?
How y'all doing?
Good.
He come on. He's a he's a businessman, okay, but musical businessman as well, okay. But he come on the serious days, all right.
I'll be busy all other days, man. I don't do that.
I'm saying, it's good to see you, brother. It's definitely good to see you. We haven't even had a chance to talk about you and the history that you're making, man. Can you let the people know what you're doing?
Oh, a little bit of everything. Record music, I produce music, engineer music, all that. So
wow.
I want to get into probably being an A&R or running a label eventually. I don't want to rap forever, but I want to leave an imprint that's he did something to help out the industry in some type of way when it comes to artists getting put on or something like that. So
I found him. I didn't find him. I saw him first when he was at the house, and him and my son were in the room, and I'm like, I'm hearing all these curse words fly out the room, and I'm like, what the hell going on? But I heard the curse words, but they were melodic though. You know what I'm saying? It was melodic. And I'm like, it makes sense. So as appalled as I was to hear my son cursing, I was like, well, what y'all doing? You know, he said, yeah, this is my guy Darren from school, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And they got down and they created something really great. I mean, the name Dope Living came from this guy. Okay. And, my thing is this. Darren and I have had our moments. Okay.
Countless moments.
I always told this guy, him out of all 15 of them niggas. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, if
watch your mouth.
If you guys don't know, he gets pretty emotional talking about that situation.
I do, but I said out of 15 of them guys, okay, he was the only one I saw that could do the business. And I told him, I said, apply yourself, brother. Just do the business, okay? And it got to a point where I just wanted to beat the business into him, okay? But the thing is, you cannot make anybody do anything, okay? They have to want to do it, all right? And as I stepped back, that's my little brother right there, and he's creating history every single damn day that he lives. He's creating history, all right? He gets out of the music, studies the music. He studied this, you know? And when I say study,
that's what's up.
He didn't go to a formal school to study it. He watched everybody. He watched different things.
That's a good way to learn.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
and you know what? It teaches you not only what to do, but what not to do.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of people mess up with just anything, any craft that you try to get yourself into. They don't pay attention enough to what can happen, like the do's and the don'ts, and how to move around in certain situations. Specifically with music, it's a lot of, and I done been in these meetings before. I'm 27. I've been making music a very long time, and I've been.
You say you what?
I'm 27 and I've been in these meetings a long time.
He done been in these meetings since he was 17.
Yeah. So
I'm telling you.
But yeah, I've been in these meetings before. I've been with big name artists. I've worked with big name artists. So it's like you kind of see the bigger side of it, of just being not in one spot or just focused on controlling one spot. When I first started music, a little bit harder because we didn't know what our niche was. So we was just basically scrambling, trying to figure out or create something that we didn't know about for real. But once you get more in depth, and we're living in like the age of where information is so easily gotten. It's right there on YouTube, or word of mouth from anybody, because somebody's been in a situation before. Like everybody can teach you something, and that's what I had to know, like learn from being young too. Like I used to think that Greg was just playing around until I actually seen like the 925 footage. I was like, oh, okay, he probably do know something.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, I've seen a lot of it. Jordan showed me a lot of it.
Hey, but you know what? I had to do the same thing that I was trying to teach you guys, man. I had to learn on the fly, and it got to a point where I'm interviewing everybody. These are people that we seeing on videos. They got records out. It's on the concerts, but I'm talking to them like they my friends. You know what I'm saying? And it got to a point where start making more money than these people, and I'm like, well, what's going on? These people are out there doing this and that. Okay, they didn't know the business. They didn't learn the business, so they were fly by night. I don't care who they were. They had the big name, Craig Mack. He didn't get no money. All he got was a Big Mac. I'm just saying, and he, when he died, he didn't have any money, and that's terrible, because you've been in this big, when your name is out there and your face is out there, you got to have something to show for it. And the thing is, and Chris made a good point, okay, just like your name, and you did this before I even knew what Chris was talking about. And I'm talking about you, Darian. Your name has changed, okay? Yeah. Your name has changed, so you could reinvent yourself at any point. You know what I'm saying? And right now, if you were to take your real name, Darian Williams, and do something else and grow it, and it's the most successful thing you've ever done, okay, hey, you have the means to reinvent yourself, which is cool. It's real good.
All about branding and how people look at you. I want people to see a different. It's enough people that know Darion, but nobody knows my rap moniker, how that person portrays himself. So that's all it's about. And I felt like the names I had earlier were like way too childish. So
Oh, you like going from Lil Bow Wow to Bow Wow?
He was Von the rapper. I never understood that. What was Von?
Von is my middle name. My middle name is Devon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was my son's middle name. How cute.
So that's the only reason. She said it's like going from Lil Bow Wow to Bow Wow.
You gotta put it in perspective. It went from Little Gangster to Little Bow Wow to Bow Wow.
It did.
Because when he was with Death Row, his name was Lil Gangster.
But think about it. If he carried that name Little Bow Wow to this day, we would look at him or perceive him as a kid. So he had to grow out of it.
He's still short.
Well, but you got to realize this too. It depends on who you are. Because Lil Wayne is still Lil Wayne.
Facts.
That's true.
You just can't.
Yeah, but Lil Wayne, when did he come on the scene though?
Lil Wayne.
When he was like 13, 14 with the Hot Boy.
Yeah. Lil Wayne
was young when he came
totally different because his content is the same content it is now in some way. Bow Wow was more so of like a kid rapper,
right?
His
music was very kiddish.
But even though he was a kid rapper, Lil Wayne was a kid rapper too. Because you got to remember, Lil Wayne didn't used to cuss in his songs. He didn't cuss until he did the Carter 2, I believe.
But it was
like
just
500 degrees.
It was just the image that he gave us. Right?
So if you go back to the youngsters, or you go back to Crisscross, or you go back to all of them, you know what I'm saying? Like Illegal. Like Eric Sermon had them little kids cussing on wax. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care.
For a fact, I interviewed Crisscross, man, and they was MFing all day long, dude. MF.
But they was MFing behind the scenes when they was doing records until they did Young, Rich, and Dangerous. They didn't curse until then.
See, here go the thing: when people come out and see you, they looking for that Young, Rich, and Dangerous. They're looking for that cat that's on there. Okay, so when they come to the club and you sit with Crisscross and they talk about MF this and bring that B over here and blah blah this and blah blah that, and I'm like, whoa.
So look,
that's the money though. I mean,
this is the thing with Greg. When everybody first collectively got together and said, "Hey, we're gonna be rappers." Greg was like, "All right, that's cool. Show me some music." Once he heard the cussing, he was like, "Nah, this not finna happen. I'm not getting behind this." But he realized the times and how things was like slowly changing. So yeah, he wanted us to be like in sync or something like that, where we don't cuss and we got like a squeaky clean image. But at the same time,
you want me to tell you what
this is not what I want.
Tell you what I was doing there.
I wanted. Hold on, Chris. Hold on. I wanted y'all to do some radio.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted. You know, I said go ahead and do the.
What he wanted. What he wanted y'all to do is really learn how to write without cursing. You can curse later on, because he did the same thing to me, bro. He did the same thing to me, and that's when I started. When I was in the G, when I was in the G, I started writing like albums without cursing.
Yeah,
which basically took my vocabulary to a whole nother level because I had to find words to replace the cuss words.
I was always like that, Darion.
It was mostly on me though.
It was Darion. It didn't start with y'all, bro. He gave me that same thing, dog.
Darion,
that's why I wasn't on. That's why I wasn't on 925, bro. I'm still mad about that.
Chris, let me tell you, Chris. The dude that's sitting next to you right there, that's you right there at your younger age, man. This dude is so smart, man.
Trust me, I know, because Ice Cube was my favorite rapper.
Freaking smart, man. And I'm telling you, this is why I was so hard on Darion, because I'm like, Darion, come on, man. You the businessman out of this whole thing, okay? And you the only dude in this region that could do hooks like you do. I mean, I was like, dude, can't nobody do hooks like this cat? Nobody.
But Darion, did that teach you something?
Taught me a lot. That's one thing I can say. Out of everything, Greg telling me or sitting me down, as many arguments as we had, being like, look, this is exactly what I need from you. Like everything else.
Let me tell you this. And let me tell you this, dude. Don't give Greg too much credit, bro. Because I gave George Daniels too much credit. Now he looking for
No, but Greg gave me a sense of confidence because I didn't like going on stage at first.
He didn't.
I was just like, yeah, we can go to the studio. I can write songs. I can write 10, 20 songs a day. I can record them all, and I know how to make everything sound good. And that was cool. But when it came to the performing thing, I would just stand there, look real awkward, didn't know how to talk to the crowd. Just
so they got the Club Adriana's.
Yeah.
And
that was like the turning point.
They turned that joint out. Club Adriana's, they were 16 years old, bro. You can't get in Club Adriana's. I slid the security guard some money. I said, hey, bro, let these guys come in and perform, okay? He said, okay, they can't go by the bar. And we didn't know it was a contest going on that night. So they came in there and did 2 songs, and somebody else won. But that dude said, no. Y'all know these little dudes won. But,
So,
that right there told me that we got something. It was him, Juju, and Jordan. Okay, that's how Dope Living started. Them 3.
Oh wow.
Them 3. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's history right there.
Yes,
I
it
know
is.
Those guys are history, man.
Gary, you need some backup dancers.
There she go with that backup. You miss your window, Jocelyn. You miss your window. Winslow, Ruby Tech was gonna put us on.
There is no budget for oxygen tanks and all that shit. All right, ain't no budget.
I did.
Oxygen tanks, flip flops, ain't no budget for all that.
Ain't no budget.
Nah, ain't no budget.
Hey, Louboutin then pimp the game for folks like me. They got some bomb ass gym shoes now, so I ain't got to worry about no 12-inch stilettos.
Oh, he was on. Hey, Darian was also a spokesman for a clothing line too.
Oh, nice.
I forgot, didn't you, bro? I was looking at the commercial the other day. I was looking at the spot the other day. As well as their performance at the Phoenix Fest. I was looking at that joint the other day. So these guys, they've done a lot, man, and they made sure that they solidified their place. History, I tell you, Gary history. Look, these guys ran into a place. I rented out the Diamond Center for these guys. Okay, Darian, could you tell them that the parking lot was fuller than?
I was finna say that.
The parking lot was fuller than the actual stage. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they wound up shutting us down because too many people was outside. They shut us down at midnight. All right.
Wow.
Came straight from a basketball game.
Straight from basketball game.
And we won by like 40 points. Went home, changed, came, got straight on stage, and it was packed out.
It was packed.
I heard a different story.
Man, don't do that.
Yeah, tell them about the story.
I ain't gonna do that.
No, I'll tell it. So
I heard about the KFC conference. I heard about all that, bro.
Hey, but that's what made us. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, Chris. Like,
please share.
Before us, nobody was making those type of moves. Everybody was locally famous, but once they looked at us and was like, "Oh, they ain't gotta be like gangbangers or nothing like that or make music that way to get on." We gave everybody the sauce.
I'm gonna have to give you some history. So, the group I was in, PIC. It was me, Don Richie, Fly Baby, Pretty Boy Mike. Back then, his name was Romeo, but his real name Justin. So we had a producer, we had 3 MCs, and we had an R&B singer, all in the clip. And we didn't do anything gangster. So when we used to go do, like, I'm a part of the second tier of hip hop in Gary. Like, the first tier is DJ Chill, MC Scoop. And that's Stretch and the Lay Boys. That's the first tier. I'm the second tier with PIC, MCGs, CCA.
Okay.
Who else was a part of that? Who was else a part? But we were the only ones that wasn't doing gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? We was in there like really doing stuff. And we was actually not cursing in our music too, because that was our code of ethics, yo. Anytime you curse in a song, You know what I'm saying? You had to give up that money. So that's pretty much how we got ourselves to the lyrical part of it. Because actually, my guy Fly, he never cursed. Back then, he used to go as Dark. His name was Dark Vader before he changed it to Fly. When he changed it to Fly, baby, that's when he started cussing like a sailor. I was like, why you wait to change your name to Baby and start cussing?
Hey, but Darren, he was saying about the KFC conference. Okay, remember after that time that you guys had to go to perform at somebody's party.
So it was a young lady that had interest in me, and you know, I slid my way in there. I was like, hey, y'all having a party? Me and my homies was rap. You should let us come perform or whatever. And it went way better than I thought it would until her people ain't know she was having a party. And everybody pulled up to her house and they was like, nah, that ain't going down here.
We ducked in the car, man. I'm over there. We slicked down in the car. So father on the lawn clearing people off. So
yeah.
We drove to Kentucky Fried Chicken and I said, look. I said, man, if y'all really want to do this, I said, because we can't do that no more. That can't happen no more. If y'all really want to do this, I will put the money into it. I will go buy whatever y'all need. And what did we do? The next day we went and bought all the equipment for a studio.
Everything.
Every single thing. I said, whatever. I gave the dude the credit card. I said, let's go. Get them what they need. All right.
Man, you got money, huh, Greg?
And that's what he did. That's what he did. And
no, I'm really surprised that Greg actually put as much money behind us as he did. I think because he knew the return was there. But Greg kind of cheap, if y'all don't know.
Well, I'm gonna be 100 with you though. If you believe in what you do, he'll support you all the way through. That's because I'm as cheaper, if not even cheaper than Greg. But if I believe in what you do, if I believe in what you do, then yeah, you got my support, and I do what I can do to make that happen.
Yeah, but as soon as we be like, hey, like we want to perform here, or we need money for this, or we trying to press up clothes, or whatever the case is, he like, all right, I'm on it. I'll have something together next week or next day or something like that. So it was just the way he used to get things done with in record time almost was crazy.
I mean, you know, I couldn't do what I did as far as 925 and I had no money. Okay. But the thing is, at some point you got to cut it when you ain't getting, you know, after a couple of years, you ain't getting no return. I'm like, whoa, something's got to go. You know what I'm saying? But I would always stay on Darion. And I just said, you know what, man, you the business. You got to learn it. Because he always asks questions. Okay. Always ask questions.
That's because I'm nosy.
But it was good. You know, nobody asked questions. I wanted somebody to ask questions. I wanted somebody to step up and say, well, hey man, I want to learn the business too. All right.
Cause I'm cautious, man. I just can't. I don't see how a lot of artists just don't ask questions. I don't know if it's the money or whatever the case is, but something don't look right.
You want me to tell you why? They're scared they're gonna lose the opportunity.
If you good at what you do, it'll come back. Always. But
that's 100% true. But you got a lot of artists that hasn't made it out the hood, inner city, whatever you want to call it, and they think being too mouthy will ruin their chances of getting out of that because they're sold a dream that they're gonna get this and get that, and it's not how it looks.
The P Diddy,
even with the St. Lunatic situation, if you've been following that, with that whole situation, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody said nothing.
Huh?
Nobody said nothing. If y'all felt the same way at whatever time, y'all should have said whatever.
So this what happened.
I'm gonna be 100% real with you, Greg. I meant to tell you this and tell Jordan this too. I got an offer on the table for a producer deal, but I got to give up way too much. And he was surprised at the fact that hey, you kind of got control over all this. Yeah, because I actually sell beats, make money off of beats. I just don't rap full time.
Right.
So
I'm gonna have to tell you something off the air to see if you're doing it off the air.
All right.
That over here.
But no, like I said at the outset, man, he's like you. He's very smart. Okay. You know, but you know when they were younger And I guess I was a little hot-headed because I saw more in them than they saw in themselves. They wanted to be kids, you know what I'm saying? and I wanted them to be, I wanted them, you know, popcorn love. You know, I wanted all of that, man. I wanted these guys on stage, okay? And I should have, I think at the time I should have backed off a little and just let them do what they want to do.
I got a question for you. Did you ever, Greg, my fault. Greg, did you ever interview New Best Friends?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
I saw that picture somewhere.
You know, that was my brother's group.
Was it?
I'm even more pissed now.
Hey man, look.
My brother's that was on 925 and I ain't even making on that. I'm even more pissed now.
Hey man, I interviewed everyone. It's no, I didn't, it's no
You remember the Gary K Recycle contest that they had back in 93, 94?
I do.
Yeah, my brother and them run that contest. That's pretty much one of the first videos that was shot in Gary in the 90s.
I remember. But again, man, like I said, and part of that too, you know, I got a little arrogant too, man. You know, I'm doing all of this. I'm traveling. I'm meeting everybody. I can go to Usher's house. You know, I go to this person's house. Janet Jackson was, you know, being all up on Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So we had and we in every magazine. You know what I'm saying? We doing out there. We getting plaques, and so I'm like, hey, you know, I'm Greg Gray. Fuck all that. Yeah, I'm Greg Gray. And until I got to a point where I had to humble myself, man. You know, George Daniels told me, you know, you ain't shit. I'm like, oh, dude, really? Just like Darren M used to tell me, oh, dude, really? I told him,
like, hold on, bro. I know what I'm talking about right now, but all right, whatever.
Exactly, and that's the same thing the same thing that somebody told me, Darian, is what I was trying to tell you guys. Okay,
we ain't no good.
No, no.
Look, Greg is the. I think you get old. You get nicer with time.
Yeah,
Greg used to be on our heads, and it was more so me.
No,
I don't.
No, Darian. No.
There's no filter.
He does not get nicer with time. He stood on my head.
Yeah, it gets no filter once they get older. So you had the nice Greg at the time. Like right now, it's no filter. He's at the age where he don't even.
I don't know. Greg, I guess I gotta be like around that Greg energy.
We on the same level now. See, that's the thing. I can talk to you about stuff, and you know what I'm talking about now.
And that's probably the thing. Like I wasn't in like business mind. Like I wanted to be at parties all the time. I wanted to get drunk, a whole bunch of other stuff. And Greg used to be like, "Hey, dude, we got stuff to do in the morning. Make sure you know if you need to stay here so we can leave straight from here." I'm like, man, whatever. I'm finna go to this party. I'll come back.
I could hear Chris. I could hear, and they didn't even say it out loud. I could hear "fuck you" coming out their ears, man. I could hear all
look,
the words just coming out the ears.
So when he be in the room, putting together whatever deals, we be in the living room. Like, all right, look, this is what we gonna do. We gonna come back around like 4 o'clock in the morning. Greg probably gonna be asleep. We gonna be straight. Probably get like three hours of sleep or whatever before the show or whatever little thing we gotta do. We'll be all good. We'll wake up 3 hours after we gotta be somewhere. Greg gotta play. He just gotta take all the lash and they gonna be there. They gonna get it done or whatever. So they reschedule the time we get it done. He be like, look, y'all be messing up, but y'all when it's time to go, y'all go. So y'all kind of get a pass, but I'm still finna cuss y'all out at the same time. But once we get done with the show, everything gonna be fine. We gonna go out to eat. We gonna go home, play a game. Everything gonna be good.
Yeah, hey, look, man. I made the house the studio. Period, man. Y'all can come, y'all can stay, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Okay, let's just get some stuff out. Let's get it done. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some stuff done. And when it started getting, you know, these girls start coming over. Then, you know, girls start coming over. They had groupies. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, we ain't gonna never get nothing done ever.
Hey, man.
I even opened up a weed room in the back. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Greg, the groupies.
Wait a minute. I wish I could show that video, okay? Because after they got off the stage of the Phoenix Fest, backstage was ignorant, man. These dudes signing autographs all day long. They trying to take this man's shirt, you know.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a
and it was blowing your head up, wasn't it?
Most beautiful experience.
They never
now it's like it's not so like astonishing.
See, he's a father now. All right, he's a father.
Plus, I wake
they,
up.
They were young and they were starstruck. You know, they were.
They were the stars.
Well,
yeah, it was them getting that first taste for stardom.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
That kind of from that day forward, that day turned me into like, I don't know,
a businessman.
Besides that, I definitely wake up every morning and tell
this
myself like, hey, you're a beautiful man. No lie. And I don't know, like it's.
But see, this is what we talk about on here when we talk about entrepreneurs and individuals that are out here doing things but don't have the business knowledge behind them. They go in the wrong direction, or they get people to take advantage of them and they don't even know. You know, a lot of times they don't even know that their money is being siphoned away from them.
Yeah. And that's just with anything. Like, what was that day? You had the guy from, what was he, like England or something like that? Where was he from?
That was Chris.
England.
Yeah, from the UK.
What he has is good, and it's even better because he's able to do it on like another form other than a computer or going to an actual studio. So that's cool. But you gotta be more
on the phone like that. The whole production.
That's how I make my beats. I make my beats off my iPad.
Dude, I listened to all his tracks the other day. After we got off the show, I went on Spotify and I found a lot of his tracks on there. And the guy is really good. I'm truly impressed with what he's doing with that iPhone.
You gotta be like confident in whatever you do, especially in music. Like nobody's gonna look at you if you're not really like that confident in yourself. I'm like, hey, let me buy this man's album, or let me put all this money into him. Mm-hmm. No, like if you don't really show no confidence, there's nothing nobody can really do for you.
Mm-hmm. And he's making history.
And he don't even know it. He don't even know it. It's only a select few of people that can do what he does, how he does it, because it's a very hard thing.
The very first time that I think, and I know you can do it. And Greg, I don't know if you know Camino. He went to the Wattlers, but he was the first person I seen that had his whole studio set up running off his iPad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the first one I seen do that, and I was like, wow, you can do that with an iPad? Because I mean, that's what they're built for.
Man, I can't even get on Clubhouse with my iPad.
I make at one point in time when my computer was down, I made I think 4 songs on my iPad. I make all of my beats on my iPad. I got FL Studio, but it's not the same. Like it's way easier. Like I want to be able to be comfortable with the software that I'm using, be able to move around and do whatever, like know exactly where everything's at. So it's just way easier. You don't gotta pull up 30 windows and look for all this other stuff. Everything is like right there.
Chris, they wouldn't let me make no songs. They didn't want me to make no songs.
I know, because every time we went in the studio and looked under the GarageBand tab, it was always some. I'm not even gonna revisit that. I'm gonna keep that in the tank. Hey, Greg, once all of us get famous, like super famous, I'm putting that out on the air, and I'm telling Jordan to save all them tracks that's on that computer too.
I got the computer right here.
We gonna get it from you. Don't trip. You gonna come up off that.
But see, ever since Chris, man, look, I didn't load a GarageBand on my phone.
I didn't know that's what that was when you held it up on Friday. I thought you had like a little small keyboard.
Greg finna have 6 tracks ready to go in the tank.
Already know. Chris,
no.
But doesn't that take a lot of time though? Doesn't it take more time than if you were in the studio?
No, it takes way more time in the studio. Look.
Really?
If you got everything set up the way I work when I go to a studio, if I'm not engineering it myself, the engineer, he has to be able to know his software right off the back. Like I don't want no holds bars, no nothing like that. Because once I'm recording, once I get in my mode, I can go through 5 songs in probably like 20 minutes. But if you don't know your software, how to work in your software really, really fast, it's not going to be able to work. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm paying for studio time if I don't really know you to the point where you can be like, hey, just come to the studio, I'll let you record. So if I pay for 2 hours, 3 hours, and I'm trying to run through as many songs as I can, and you just sitting there stuck like, where's this? Where's this? Where's this? I'm wasting my time. That's really mostly what it comes down to. Every minute of recording is the most valuable thing to an artist, because you don't want to you don't want to be outside of that moment. You want to catch that moment right then and there, and that moment be perfect. So when you fill it out, and when you put it out, everybody else can feel that moment too. It's all about like the energy you put into the moment. It's how you say certain words, how the ad-libs sound on certain tracks. It's everything about that one specific moment that make that song or that album perfect. So
see, with Dope Living, him, Julian, and Jordan, they would come in ready to go. That's one thing I loved about them three. Okay, they would come in ready to go, but the energy tank kind of faded out after one person got in the studio and tried to do this, and he took a little bit long and couldn't get his bars in. So the attention span got a little bit. Again, they were kids, all right, but they used to come in ready, coming in. Let's go, let's get it done. You know,
I'm right before I get there.
Yeah.
Even now, if I know once it's like everything I've been putting out is like me, that's me recording at home. And yeah, it sounds good. But once it's album time, I go to an actual studio. I lock in with an engineer. I produce most of my stuff by myself anyway, so I don't need a producer. That's money that I can save. And anybody else that help me with the process, I just lock in with them. And then write everything before I leave. I got tons of reference tracks. Go in, knock it out. And I spend probably the other 2 hours out of the 3 hours I pay for just mixing everything down.
Y'all had a good little thing, and I'm quite sure your regiment right now is just ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
Which is cool. But how do you feel about features? Because I told y'all a long time ago, dude, after y'all got through doing the Phoenix Fest the first time, y'all got to have people paying y'all for features.
That's an iffy thing. Because everybody, that goes back to what I was saying about making people see your worth. Like people know, and I didn't even know, like just how highly people speak of me. Like when Marco say, like, Darion know he's like a good producer. That's why he always say something about making beats, or a good rapper or something like that. Like having these conversations with certain people. It's like some people are willing to pay it, some people not, because they figure, hey, you in the same place as me, you just rap a little better. That's the only thing. Which I understand that, but again, my time is very valuable. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't got your business set up to where we can do splits on a record that's going on distribution sites and all of that. So, hey, give me $100. I can give you probably one of the best verses anybody else is gonna give you. And that's that. But most people just don't want to pay for it. They figure like, hey, we both from Gary, you should go ahead. It's the same thing with beats. I had a thing last week. Guy owed me $200. And me being me, I'm not like a super pushy person. Just I'm gonna send you the tracks, knock the tracks out. When you get your money together, because he work an actual job just like I do. When you get your money together, send me the money there. Or you could do it in payments, whatever you want to do. I just need my money.
Right.
And that's just me being nice. Never send my money. So I'm wondering, like, hey, I sent you this a while ago. You basically cut off communication, dodging me on Facebook. I ain't see him posting statuses, but he a vocal person. So I knew something was up.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey man, this going on. Now, granted, I don't know if all of that is true, but at the same time, just tell me, talk to me. I'm not gonna be like, nah, bro, F all that. Like, I need my money. Nah, you got certain issues or whatever that go on. Cool. But relay that to me. So I don't Yeah, and that just go with anybody, you know, anything, everybody got to talk. Everybody got to let somebody know what is going on. That's all it is. Everybody pretty open to anything. Nobody is at that point where they like Dame Dash and they like, no, I need it now. No. If they try to pull that on you, just don't deal with that person. Because at the end of the day, we all starting from point A. Some people are just at point A.
Some people ain't even at point A.
Yeah. And the people that are at point A are made it way further to point B, C, or whatever. They just a little bit better than you at whatever they do. So you just got to figure out a way to, you know, do what you got to do. If you got to pay for some features, pay for some features. You know,
it got to be done, and it has to be done.
Got to be done.
You're not going to sit there and let nobody say, well, yeah, or let anybody take your position. Period.
That's it. I can't stress that enough. Even with my little cousin, he played football. Now, right now, the coronavirus, all of this stuff, he got real lazy. I'm not even gonna say kind of, but I had to let him know, like, it's still kids working through this. Like, they go outside, still dribble the ball. He played football specifically, so it's nothing for you to just go outside to an open field and get some reps in. Like, you can do push-ups at home, all of the things you can do to stay conditioned and elevate yourself. Somebody gonna take your spot.
Exactly.
And when the season started, he didn't play the first couple football games because he was kind of fat. Running back position, you can't be that top heavy, if we're being honest. And he, you know, didn't play the first 2 games, but he got back in the mode and realized what I was saying. Somebody always gonna be working. It's gonna be a couple people that take your spot. I mean, do you want to keep your spot? You want to work your way back into your spot? You always want to be on top. Like, what you want to do? You can't fall short. If you truly love it and want to be the best at it, you can't fall short. You got to picture yourself in the best position possible at all times.
And Chris, now the student becomes the teacher.
And look, everything he used to tell us this exact same thing every day. I didn't realize it till I had kids.
There you go, right there.
I had kids, and then I started actually handling my own business. And like, oh, like if I'm late to this, these people not gonna contact me no more. Cause I fumbled the bag a couple times, like trying to figure it out. Once everybody split up, went their separate ways, I moved to Indy. I had a couple little, you know, opportunities to make some nice money, and I messed that up. Looking back, it was like, oh yeah, they was serious. Like, this don't get done, we moving on to the next. And the next person might not be as good, but they get it done quick.
And that's a bad feeling when somebody you know ain't as good as you then took your position.
Leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Boy.
It's worse than drinking gin, Greg, I'm telling you.
Hey, Darren, that's why I always I ain't letting nobody drive my car. You can sit in the passenger side, you can sit in the back seat. You ain't driving my car. You cannot do it. And I feel, even though I may not be, I feel I'm the best at what I do. I'm the best orator on here. Not saying anything about my people. I'm talking about as far as this platform goes. I'm the best. Even though I made some pretty shitty videos on y'all, I'm the best filmmaker. I'm the best at what I do. There's people out there that can do it better, but I feel I'm the best, so I'm gonna make that money because I know who to talk to and I know how to do it.
Look, so let me tell you, Greg. You know Greg a hustler, right?
Oh yeah.
We used to come in the studio, everybody be laced, ready. We got everything in the tank. We like, we're finna knock this out, finna get everything done. We come in there. Greg probably got like 4 or 5 ads pulled up on GarageBand that he done did for these people. We don't know who these people is. He done made beats. He ain't said nothing to nobody. Whole week, Greg been putting together ad placements for people, all of this. And that kind of taught me too, like, you really got to do whatever you can to get some type of leverage in it. Because it's always somebody, like, and I'm not saying like take every little deal, but some things just stick out.
Take the
like, yeah, like Greg, look, I didn't realize it until I seen it for myself like a couple years later. Greg had a whole cell phone ad running that he was generating money off of. Yeah, look how he sit back. Because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Greg had a whole cell phone ad running real time, constantly. And looking at it, it's like, nah, it's not the best of quality. But I'm pretty sure it was people that was like, oh, I'll get to that when I get to it. I'll get to that with steady pushing off, steady pushing. Greg then went the whole 9. These people said they just needed a voice. He didn't went, shot a video. He probably sent that to them too.
It was terrible too.
Man, look. That's where I got the hustle from when it comes to like.
But you know where he got that from too. You know, he was in telecommunications forever.
Yep.
That's where he got. He just took that hustle that they taught him there and just applied it to what he was doing for himself.
Even right now, and y'all please talk about me because y'all know I don't like nobody talking about me. But even right now, man, I will. It's people that I've done things for now, okay, and even these people, you know, I do a lot of stuff that I just don't say anything about because this is what I like to do. I like to do it. You know, you want to pay me $8,000 for 30 seconds? I'm there.
Go ahead. Give me on camera drinking a bottle of water. I'm totally fine with it. $8,000?
Come on, dude. Come on.
Hold up. I seen the light flex with Chris. Is that a rollie? Wait a
minute. See, this is what he do. This is what he do.
The subtle flex.
You see my bling, right? You see my bling.
The subtle flex.
You see my bling. So he goes and get the diamond studded rollie.
Hey, Chris, we're talking to inbox. We're talking to inbox.
Darian, you ain't seen his chain.
Oh no.
No, I don't wear it no more. I'm on stage.
He don't do the chain when he got shows that he's doing.
My baby though.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
that's nice.
Baby though.
Hold on.
See,
ooh, I like that.
Hold up.
Don't start, y'all. Y'all know I'm a watch collector now. I'm not gonna pull mine out.
I'm a watch collector. Let's go.
Hey, look, Mom, telling you, Greg, I'm calling it right now. First check, and I told Jordan this too. My first big check. I'm going Rolex store, very first check.
No, you get that foreign first, dude.
Nah, I want that.
You want me to be 100?
Even though I'm gonna tell you, my man,
you do.
I love the fact.
It's just for me personally. No, that's just something that I'm into.
But it's not even worth it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It look good because that's what we.
It's the name.
Do. That's what I thought I needed to do.
Yeah.
It ain't even worth it, bro.
It's the name.
I did it because I wanted it. Okay. And
one thing I've learned from Floyd is if it doesn't bring value,
if it doesn't add in value, yeah, of course.
Yeah, don't spend your money on it. You know what I'm saying? These are actually people didn't have the money to pay me, so that's what they paid me.
Chris is a big dude, man. So when Chris get angry, it's not nice.
I was just gonna say that. Chris was like, your mouth's down.
Look, Darian, he up at the casino dealing, right? This. He like this, be dealing.
Look, Lex had to tell me. So because I was still at a casino dinner, but I was still doing music.
Yeah.
Very first, I ain't gonna say big check, but the very first check I got the platinum diamond out watch with the bracelet and wood on the crap table. He's like, bro, you gotta take that off, bro. You can't look like you making more than the players. Then they ain't gonna know.
They ain't coming to that table. Like, oh, what's something wrong over there?
I was like, yeah, you right, bro. My bad.
See, all of this is history. This is what we been talking about today. I was hoping my man came on today, but he'll come on another day. And the guy I was talking about, he's been in the game 30 years, man. Did some music and still doing things. All right, 30 years, ridiculous. But you got people, I'm always glad to have Darion on here because I know where I can honestly say I know where he's came from. Okay,
Hey,
I
got a question for you, D.
What's up?
You sample too, right?
Sample different beats and songs and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to send you this video that Lex made. Man, he showed me this easier way to sample.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Like even if you want to sample the vocals or if you just want to sample the beat itself.
I think my biggest thing with like sampling, it's so much sample music. I honestly think we started a whole wave. Chris, if we would have been bigger than what we were, we would have been like one of them ones like Illmind or something like that.
On the cusp, dude. They was right there.
Everything we said
and what
then, everything we.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. What happened?
Life.
It was life. You know, a lot of it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I can say that now. I can look back. A lot of it was probably me because of how hard I was on them, and it probably pushed them away. Okay, but I'm telling you, Chris, these guys were right there. They had the stage performance. They had the music. They had the fans. You know, everything was ready for them. Okay, but life came in. You know, I called them at the point where they was going to graduate high school and get ready to make decisions. Okay, different decisions. Okay, it's hard to grab anybody when they get ready to go from one level to another level of their life and keep them focused. You know, so much stuff is going on. Okay, so I don't fault them. I just know that was something in my life.
I'm telling you, man, it was. We had a lot of waves before they came popular.
Oh, wait a minute, there. Wait a minute. And Danny took the greatest pictures ever. Matter of fact, that's why Danny kept going outside.
Way before anybody else found him.
It was my buddy,
and I said this probably like a year ago, because Danny knows some people, like I think they like his like nieces and nephews or something like cousins, something like that. It's some younger people that I know. We had the very first Danny photos.
The very first one.
The show I was supposed to be at.
Wall.
Yeah, the show I was supposed to be at was I was supposed to come to the G for a week. So I helped Yarbrough and Reggie and Mike Check get Scarface. They had Scarface that Thursday at the spot down on the low end, the club that was down there. And then that weekend, they had the big concert with Rick Ross at the Genesis Convention Center. Yeah, that was the show I was supposed to come out to. I was supposed to do Scarface.
That's what I took Danny to. I took Danny there because I filmed the backstage.
Okay.
There, and I made a lot of money off of that one. And took Danny to take pictures.
Yeah. Because what's the name had something to do with that. What's my guy? He got all those cars. He works in the mill too.
I know you're talking about Big Boy.
Yeah. He be around with Rock. He be around with Rock Baker now.
Yep.
Yeah, so but yeah, that was the show that I didn't come out because they said it was gonna snow. You know, I don't do the snow.
Right.
Wait, so hold up. How you don't do? Ain't you in Gary?
No, bro, I'm in Vegas. I've been in Vegas for 15 years.
Oh, okay, now it makes sense. Because I'm finna say like I know it's snowing like crazy. Because when I got off work, it took me like an hour to get home. So
I don't do that, bro. I moved away from that.
From Gary. He been in Vegas for what, 16 years?
15 years. Yep.
It's cold, a little bit cold out there right now, though, but not like what we got here. The polar vortex.
I can deal with this Vegas cold. I can deal with it.
I'm gonna deal with it in March. I'll be there in March.
Hey, look, except for when it's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, then the desert chill started hitting them bones. I'll be like, nah, bro, I'm going to the house.
You're gonna have to roll with me on some of these trips, man.
Man, I'm down.
I got you on the flight.
I'm down for it all.
Real.
I'm gonna send my people your way, Chris, when you get everything taken care of with what you're working on.
Oh, most definitely, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt. Do that. Yeah, because I think we're gonna open this weekend. We got the city slowing us up right now. but that's the one I'm a part of. The one y'all saw is the one I'm a part of with the people that I did the Kiki Wide concert with. But I got my own joint.
Hey man, get Kiki on here too.
Nope.
I can't do that. I'm look, you know, I'm good.
Hey, look, you hug her too hard, you're gonna get a pregnant, bro. You look at her too hard, you're gonna get a pregnant.
I'm good.
Man, Greg don't care, man.
Hey, everybody gonna if you come on, everybody gonna have to have this.
That's the blind. That's the condom right there. But yeah, Chris, like I was saying though, man, these guys were on the cusp. They were ready, man. They had fans. They had their own T-shirts. They had everything, man. But like I said, life will hit you, man. But you know what? They still here to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, D is so cool before y'all or after y'all?
So cool.
CJ so cool.
After.
Yeah, he
like just like y'all.
He was like getting there before, like around the same, like not around the same time, but he had a little name before.
He didn't have y'all move though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because he had to come out to Vegas and build that up. When he got out here, he just like he took off.
Yeah, and that was around the time that we were catching a buzz. He had a buzz already, but of course, when you move and go to somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, you know what really gave him his music buzz was his skits he was doing.
Yeah. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm only funny in conversation.
You talking about man? What's his name again?
Who?
The one dude. The one you talking about?
CJ so cool.
CJ so cool.
Man, he a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And he do like skits and all of like the little funny stuff you see people repost and all of that.
Yeah, like playing tricks on his girlfriend and doing all that type of stuff. Yeah.
I'm not that all right, look, I'm ready. Nah, man. I'm ready. When I'm ready for the camera, it's to handle business. I can't really be like funny, just nah.
But see, we didn't have it like it was, like it is now. Back then, even back, and I can say back then.
You know what's crazy? The route that he's going is pretty much because with him doing that, got him a YouTube show, a YouTube reality show with his wife and his kid.
Couple of $1 million too.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what pretty much started funding his music career more.
Didn't he deal money on the boat?
Huh?
Didn't he deal on the boat or do something?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know who he was until he came out there, and then people was like, "Man, CJ is so cool out there. He's from Gary." I'm like, "Oh, really?" And then I ran into him out here, and we chopped it up.
Yeah, I remember when he bought that house out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Big ass house. He didn't need.
Man, hey. All I got.
A lot of people make it. They really their career go off when they get to Vegas. That's like the place to go.
Vegas, Atlanta, New York,
Cali,
California, of course. It's like those big markets where people. It's a little bit harder in Cali. I know that because I got
actually, you know what's crazy? It's actually easier in Cali. You just have to know the politics in Cali.
I'm speaking from because like my guy, he moved out there, like he just packed up and moved, like took all his equipment, all of that. So he was like he living out his car or whatever the case, and he now getting footing and able to get a place and somewhere to But that's what I was speaking from. Like he packed up and just like I'm done.
Oh, you just talking about the moving part. Yeah,
like, he was like, I'm done. Like I'll figure it out when I get there.
You got to admire
those. He'd have been better off coming to Vegas first because Cali high as shit, bro.
But you got
to is.
Man.
It sure is.
Those people that strike out and don't really have a major plan, but they plan to go make it. That's their plan, and they wind out sleeping in their cars and this and that.
Man. Well, that's where my daughter, that's where she wanted to live, and she landed in Vegas because she couldn't afford Cali. Most of the people that I know that live out there have a roommate.
Look, I moved to Cali 99 2000. I was there for 8 months. I was paying $1,700 for a studio apartment in Burbank.
Yep.
I was like, that is not the core of anything that I'm trying to be a part of.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, while y'all drinking that other stuff, man, this core is perfectly balanced pH purified water, man. And right now they are doing their part for the wait a minute, they doing their part.
Exactly.
I can't do it. I mean, I can't. While you talking about it, I can't be on it because I got a water deal I'm working out right now.
Absolutely.
So,
all right. So
let me still support you.
Okay, but let me finish. They are
Go ahead.
actually doing their part for the environment because this is a bottle that's made from recycled plastic. Okay, so I'm telling you, man, for perfectly balanced pH purified water, y'all better get this core, man, for real.
Look, if it was a promo break, that's all you should have had to say, Greg. Okay,
that's what it was, and I'm back.
That's what it was.
I wasn't no promo break. I like core water.
Okay.
Hey, Greg.
It's
we get it.
You have to. You got to ship us all. Well, except for Chris, but you have to ship all the people on the panel a case of cores, or so that we can promote too.
I can't talk about it while we live.
It's delicious, Chris. When I come to Vegas, I'm gonna get you some core water, man, because it is perfectly pH balanced.
No, I can't do that, bro. If I showed you my garage right now, if you'd seen them cases.
If I showed you mine, it'd be ridiculous too.
Yeah, you see them cases of the water I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
But man, look, I need some in on one of these deals. All right.
There, you're gonna get your deal. I already know you're gonna get your deal. You work too damn hard.
Hey man, I got to.
I used to tell Daria, man. I said, hey man, look. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, man. It's people on the other side of the world. They up. That you need to be talking to them right now. You know, email them, get on their page, look at their posts, do this, do that, man. Okay, but they up. Okay, they are up right now while everybody else around here getting to sleep. You need to be on that. I used to tell them.
And then when we is up, making music and all of that, he talking about some. Y'all need to turn that down, man. I got things. I got moves to make in the morning. I'm like, what? Pick and choose which one it is. We know you're a busy man, Greg, but geez,
I'm saying, why do y'all got to do it at 4 a.m. when y'all had from all day long?
Hey, so look,
in the morning.
What I found my process being.
That's the best time to work.
That's the best time to work because if I haven't done nothing all day, or if I've been doing stuff all day. By the time I get to the studio, it's late. I know for sure I'm gonna be able to sleep there. So I got a day's worth of stuff that I can fit into like 3 songs.
And that's what him and Jordan used to do all the time, man. They would be up. I'm thinking I'm somewhere else, man. I hear music and I'm like, these dudes still up? Because they would grind. They would
Greg coming to crib from somebody's show at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, why y'all up? Oh, look, we made this.
That's the best time to work. I mean, especially if you're in the studio by yourself, because it ain't nobody that'll bother you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about smoking. You ain't got to worry about phone calls, messing up your groove, or none of that, bro.
None of that. That was their studio. They could do whatever they wanted to do. I didn't care. Okay, just bring a case of water or something, though.
Man, look, only thing Greg required of us. Make sure y'all have food for y'all to eat, because I'm not here all the time, and I don't even feed my own son. Or he do, but we all know Jordan grown. Like, let's be clear. Make sure you keep liquid in the house, whatever it be, pop, water, whatever. Because when y'all not here, I'm here, or sometimes here. Y'all can smoke, but take that outside. Because I don't want to walk through the house and catch no contact high. Because, boy,
I gave them everything they needed.
What's happening?
I gave them everything they needed.
Yeah, that was the first.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my other motto is, so I call Pacific Standard Time is the halfway point to each coast, because it's 3 hours behind New York, but it's 3 hours ahead of Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, there's somebody up working right now. I can be if I'm in the studio at 3 a.m, that means it's somebody in Hawaii just hitting the studio at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've done in these 3 hours, they about to catch me as soon as I lay down.
Man, what?
I do the same thing now. You know me, Chris. I'm up. I'm up.
You already know. When you hear me, you be like, "Damn, you up?"
I saw him on what's that thing?
What's that?
Clubhouse?
Yeah, there you go. I saw him on Clubhouse one morning. I'm like, okay, let me just log in and see what he's doing. Because I was already up. I was up editing something. Okay, so get ready to send it in. Up at Clubhouse, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that was the room. Was that the corrupt room?
I think it was the corrupt room.
Yeah.
Ron, are you on Clubhouse?
Crazy.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna send you an invite.
Okay.
Get on Clubhouse, man. You ain't got to say nothing. Sit in some of these rooms.
Yeah, just sit in the rooms and soak up the game.
Yeah.
Oh, they got some game. I'm on every Wednesday. Corrupt and Chill from Compton's Most Wanted do a room, and that room be off the chain, bro.
I just sent it to. I might have sent it to the wrong one.
What number are you sending to?
I don't know.
What number
I really don't. You got
He over there just wasting invites, bro. How many invites you got just to be wasting invites like that, dog?
Bro, Greg is plugged. Look at his face. Hey.
You got to be just over there wasting invites, dog. You up there saying, "Oh, I think I sent it to the wrong number." You know those invites. Those invites is like crack nowadays, bro.
Man, look.
Hey, is Darion Williams or Darion?
Darion. Darion Williams.
No, I'm saying which one is it? Because I got 2 of them. Evidently, it's not the one that I sent it to because you ain't get it yet, right?
It's 80982.
I mean, it ain't telling me no number. It's just telling me Darion. It says 13 friends on Clubhouse, and then Darion already invited.
Oh no!
You didn't get it?
Nah, I ain't getting nothing.
You got your phone near you?
Yeah, my phone right here.
All right, well, let me give you this other one here.
Hold on. All right, look. So we do all that when we get off. We do all.
I already did it. I already did both.
Great.
He just out there wasting. He just out there wasting invites, dog.
Bruh, just wasting invites, man.
It ain't no waste. I can send it to you. It ain't no waste.
No, I'm not saying wasting. You got to send it to the right number. That's what I mean by wasting.
I got a few more.
I see.
Greg is plugged in.
I see. I mean, I just got another 4 today.
Did you?
How?
You get on there, Get on there.
What the way you get them is once you reach a certain amount of followers, that give you extra.
So get on there and follow everybody in these groups, okay? And then they'll follow you back.
And they start you off with 2. So what I did was I followed everybody, and then I went in and cleaned my list off and started unfollowing people.
Exactly.
Right. Hold on, cause look, man.
Did you get it?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I just think, look, Greg, he ain't even stressing about it. Like I'll be losing my mind right now. Like I possibly just gave away 2 free.
Oh, I did that. I was like, I did that. I was like, man, what's going on? Then he was like, oh man, I got an Android. I was like, man, I'm about to slap you, dog. I'm on my way. Where you at right now?
But once you send them, and if the person doesn't accept, it's still a loss.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pending. It's pending.
Well, Jory sent me one because I was trying to get on my iPad, so she lost one of them.
Because the way it has to be sent is to a number.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you this. Chris and I use it, and a few other people that I know use it for the right reasons. Okay, we may have more achievements than these people that's on there. All right, but we sit back.
We do. I just sit back and listen and be like, y'all the most name droppingest people I know in my life.
And that's when I dip. Darion, when you get on there, go to the right rooms. All right, but if it ain't, dip out.
Yeah, you're gonna have a couple rooms that's gonna pop up.
I don't care if we invite you up into the speaker platform. Dip out if you ain't feeling it. All right. Like
Yeah,
I ain't been on the 40 for 40 in a minute. You know, I saw Ken on there one day, Darian. He popped on because I popped on. Casanova.
Yeah.
He popped on because I popped on. I'm like, dude, that's 40 and over. You don't want none of this.
Yeah, you in the wrong room. In the wrong room, brother.
My whole thing about that room was they pretty much start getting ratchet after a while.
Exactly.
I was like, man, I'm cool.
That's why I dipped out. I was like, you know, it was cool at first. And, you know, I got on there, talked a couple of minutes, you know, said I was going to bring you. You notice I ain't brought him on the show yet.
Yeah, because my thing was, it's like, there's so many other rooms that's like that on now. Like, I be telling the LT, man, LT Hutton, I be like, man, bro, you got too much game to be doing rooms like this, fam.
Exactly. And that's why I stopped. I said,
him, the game, they be doing all that stuff, man. I be like, man, y'all got too much game to be doing these type rooms. I mean, I understand y'all want to be around all these fine females that's up in here, but bro, I got too much to be doing that.
Keisha Cole's room is some BS. Tiffany Haddish room is some BS.
Ratchet.
I mean, look, I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all. Am I the only one that don't find Tiffany Haddish funny?
No, you're not.
Okay. But the way I look at Tiffany Haddish is the same way I look like Kevin Hart. They funny in their movies. They stand up. It's cool. It's just cool. It ain't hilarious. It's just cool to me.
I tried to find hers the other day. I couldn't find it. She has a new one, right?
Well, the one she has is not hers. She's just basically bringing that one is good.
I can't find it.
It's on.
What's the name of that one?
It's on Netflix.
You did get it, Darian, right?
It's on Netflix.
Hold on.
You did. We reserved. We reserved for you, and we'll text you as soon as.
Can I find it under her name? I searched for it under her name.
Yeah, it should be. I think it's called "They Ready" is the name of it.
Yeah, that's Tiffany Haddish. You don't want to get in that. That's crap.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, well, you go ahead and check it out.
Not in Clubhouse. We're talking about Netflix or stand up.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that wasn't cool. The comedians was on it. Godfrey funny as hell, man. But
yeah, that's the second season. The first season had.
So you sending an invite to my phone, right, Greg?
I already sent it. Look, we're gonna get off right now. Hey, look, everybody, Black History Month. We have we're doing our thing. Y'all, everybody here, stay on. We're gonna go into the other room, the after thing, okay? But hey, look, Black History Month is what we make it, everybody. All right, we are the only ones that can do it for ourselves. Let's create Black history for ourselves, so that we can show other people how to do it and all of that stuff there. All right, goodbye. All right, but before we go,
you're beautiful. You're smart. You're loved. This week we're great. You got this. You're a badass. You can do this.
Yeah, I should put that other little girl up there too, but I ain't got time. All right, everybody. That's Derek, that's Chris Mills. That's Gina Gasson. We are out of here until tomorrow. Okay, we got some more talk to do tomorrow. Okay, yes, we go off topic. Okay, but who gives a damn? Okay, we don't. All right.
We actually stayed on topic.
Yeah, a little bit. It's always Gina got to be the nice guy. She got to be. Anyway, DopelivenTV, y'all. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace out.